Guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is a success story video of my male client. Why I am specially referring here male client, because lot of time it happens that in the flow I say that she. So initially I am telling you all this is a male client success story. So if by mistake, if in the flow I say she, so don't mind it, don't judge me. It might happen with me because I don't script anything. Okay, so before starting the video, I want to tell you all that I'm a manifestation coach. I offer one-on-one sessions. If you guys need help, you can sign up for that. The sessions or the coaching will be available till the 31st of December of this year. After that, I will be on leave for 6 months. I am continuously repeating so that you guys don't come up in the month of January that I want help. No, I will be on leave. Okay, thank you so much. If you need any guidance, you can message me on the Instagram or you can mail me the long intro. It's in the description box below. Thank you so much. Starting the video. So this client came to me in the month of July. He signed up for 1 month. We had 3 sessions. I'm going to give you a brief old story about him. So he's a married man. 10 years, I remember his old story where he clearly mentioned the 10 years of a dead marriage. No relation with wife as such, no harmony, nothing like that. He started falling for someone else. The SP, his SP. He had a kid. The SP also had a kid. What happened is that my client is trying to manifest his divorce plus the marriage with the SP. But there were lots of circumstances. The circumstances I'm going to discuss now. The circumstance number 1 is that my client and his SP were in relation, I guess, 1.5 years back or 1.8 years back. I want you all to pause the video and read the screenshots. Please, I'm attaching these screenshots just for the sake of proof that these people are manifesting. So please pause the video and read the screenshots. Okay. From that time when he was in relation with with the SP, he had gone through a lot in that relationship. I'm going to use such words which may get upset some few of you, that how she can say this, how can she say this, but it's the truth. Okay, so please don't mind my words, and I'll say it in Hindi, in my native language. Okay, the SP of my client is very arrogant. She is treating him as a second option, friend zoned, because their relationship lasted for few months only. And then because my client SP, I'm referring here again and again that my client is a male, so by default I have a habit of saying her and all these, so please don't mind this. Okay, what happened, my client was really pampering towards her. He was doing everything in her capacity to make her happy, and lots of things he was doing. What happened with few of the people is that when they love someone, they love that person so much that they forget their self-respect. They forget that they also exist. The next person, the SP, also respect us. When I say us, everyone deserve respect. She used to treat my client very badly. When I say very badly, very disrespectful, I'll say it in Hindi, treat him like a kutta. Seriously, please don't mind my language, don't judge me, but this is exactly I told him in the client that she's treating you like this because she has this assumption that you are not going anywhere. You are always there. So she can treat you anyway. Like, it was very disrespectful. I'm not going to say this because I don't want my client to feel bad or something like that, but this was the reality. I told him that your self concept is really down. You need to understand that loving someone is a different thing, but being disrespect by someone again and again, and no one has a right to hurt your feelings, keeping the manifestation aside. But in general also, the humans have brain and they can't treat anyone like this, the way she treats you. And he was literally in his tears when I say this, because I really can feel the pain, because he was going through a lot, from his personal marriage front, from the SP. And then what happened, when we started, he had a doubt that she is might seeing someone else, the third party. I was like, okay, don't focus on that, but I want you to rigorously follow your routine. And he started doing that. I'm seriously proud of him. I only have few clients who are male. There are only 3-4 clients who are male, and these guys are really doing awesome. I want to congratulate them. So what happened is that he started doing work, things were changing, his self concept is changing. When we did the second session of the first month coaching, I asked him, is there any movement? He said, ma'am, there's no movement, I am not able to see anything. So I told him, okay, don't worry, we are not manifesting the movement, we are manifesting the desire, so keep persisting. And he said yes. In the third session, what happened, the SP reached out to him, and she was like, okay, she just inquired that what is happening about your divorce and things, and then she left him unseen or something like that. And he was like, I told him, see, it's going to happen in the 3D, just don't get bothered by the 3D, that she's not talking to you nicely, she's not giving you time, she's treating you like a secondary option, XYZ. Don't consider the 3D, but work on your self concept and your inner world, work on your inner world. And he was like, okay, ma'am. After the last session, suddenly after 2 days, my client messaged me a long paragraph. And I was like, okay, I read that paragraph, and I was like, okay, and I'm going to repeat what was written over there. It was written that, ma'am, the SP reached out to me last night. She messaged me on the Instagram, and she mentioned that she wants to talk to me, and both of them, my client and the SP, talked. My client come to know that the SP already got married to the third party in the this April. And my little client was literally shocked, okay, because he had this assumption. I want to address this. When I was taking his sessions, he was constantly afraid of losing the SP, and I was like, why you are afraid of like losing your SP? Because I want you to manifest your divorce first, and then, because I always go in the sequence that manifest this, then manifest this, and then go this. And he was like, ma'am, I will lose my SP. And I was like, no, you are not going to lose him or her. I'm sorry, I again used him. I'm sorry for that. The SP is a female and the client is male. Okay, and I told him, don't worry, you are not going to lose her, nothing is going to be happen bad, just trust me, do the work. Because I wanted him to focus on his divorce first, very much. And I divided his routine in that same way only. And he was like, okay, ma'am, I'm doing. But now my SP reached out to him, and she told me that she got married to the third party this April, and their marriage was a contractual marriage, and she married to the third party in some circumstances, and those circumstances were really long. The third party snatched the baby of the SP, and lots of drama happened, and XYZ, and lots of things were there. And my client SP made a contract, and according to that, the third party lives in New Zealand, and that third party, if he is not going to earn this much amount of money or something like that, or some few months were mentioned, like 6 months, if he's not going to take her back, the client SP back to the New Zealand, then their marriage will be declared null and void. It's a contractual marriage. And I was like, okay, but there comes a twist. Again, the same thing happened. The SP again ghosted my client after 1 day. On the same day, from the next day, she again started behaving rudely, and the same thing, she blocked him on Instagram. I think she unfollowed him on the Instagram, and my client was like, ma'am, what is happening like this? And I told him, see, ignore this, and I give some personal advice also in the session, which I'm not discussing here. I discussed a hell lot of things, and I convinced him to go on your work rigorously. Don't ask validation in the 3D, because we don't do that. Don't force the 3D. Don't reach out to your SP if she is not reaching out to you. And he was like, okay ma'am. I asked him, and he was literally a very good client who's following that advice as it is. He was following. And yesterday he messaged, and everything that is written in the message, I'm not going to repeat it. I don't want to make this video long, so I am requesting you all, pause the video, read the screenshot, understand it. And now you can see the version of the SP is literally changed. She was not saying sorry for all the things that she did from the last 1.8 years. He clearly mentioned yesterday she said to him sorry for all the things that she has done, the way she treated him in the 3D, the way she was like bullying him. And I'm not going to say that word again, because I have already mentioned that she's treating him very badly, very rudely. We don't even treat like that way to our servants also. She was treating him like that. And still, salute to my client that he still loves her. Matlab, I have no options when someone is treating you badly so much and you still have feelings for that. Oh, good. So my client was like, ma'am, I want to manifest this person. So I gave her routine, and now that SP is also ready to manifest my client's divorce and the marriage together. So yeah, he manifested the perfect version of his SP. The key points from here is that, first, never ignore your self-concept. Never ignore your self-concept. Second, never compromise on your self-respect. Third, if someone is like treating you badly, when I say badly, disrespectfully, second option, not the priority, friend zone, and lots of things, for a time being, leave that person and focus on yourself. Because if your inner world is okay, if your inner world is like calm, if you understand your worth, then that person will also reflect your assumption about yourself. A lot. I did this conversation with my client in the session that we did last time, is that the way you handle your SP, or the way your SP handles you or treats you, no other person on this planet treats you like this. And he said, yes ma'am. And I asked him, then why you are allowing your SP to treat you like this, like shit, seriously? And he said, yes ma'am. And I asked him, go rigorous on your self-concept, understand your worth. You are not wanting her that much, she wants you. We changed the circumstance, and literally that happened. Literally, it's a proof. You guys can read it. The advice that I was giving you, that why it is again the same thing, that why it is happening so fast for my SP and why it is not happening for some of you, like it's taking time for you. See, my client is very disciplined. When I say disciplined, I am saying cross-heart that he's literally disciplined. The only thing that he was doing wrong at that time when he was following the routine is that he has continuously giving his energy to that fear of losing the SP. And I told him that, okay, if you are like feeling like that your SP will leave you or she will find you someone else, but what you are doing from the long time, maybe it had been manifested. So why you are worrying so much? Because it happened. Let it be. Just manifest the new thing, the good thing. If you keep on affirming, if you keep on entertaining that fear inside you, that fear of losing you, and it happened with one of my client who was associated with me for 1 year. She was entertaining that fear of losing USP, or he might not come back, or he's not going to be like that version. What happened? He went with someone else. That fear that you are holding inside of you, what you resist is in what you persist in. So address your fear, talk to your inner child. When I say inner child, I'm not referring to do the inner child therapy or something like that. No, I'm not asking you. Just sit, do the self talk with your fears, and then move on. I don't want you to like go and do this, go and do that. No, just talk to yourself, face your fear, and then move on. Because the more you will be like battling with your fear, the more you are like hiding your fear inside of you, the more it will grow inside of you, and the more obstacles and the more resistance it will create. And the more you entertain your fear, don't forget what is inside of you will manifest one day. Okay, the next piece of advice that I gave to my client is that life will give you everything which you want. Just be on the receiver mode. I'm not talking about the law of attraction receiving thing, but just be on the receiver side. Don't be a chaser, which I always give this example to my client, that if you want to be in a receiver mode in a relationship, then you have to quit that chaser mode. At the last, if he can do it in just 1 month plus some few extra days, 1 month plus 9 days, exactly the time period, then you can also do that. But ma'am, I'm doing this from the 1 year, but I'm doing this from this month, but I'm doing this from 1 month, this. Work correctly and you will manifest. The last piece of advice. Okay, I have a hell lot of success stories to share, but I don't have that much time to make a video on every topic. There is one of my client who's manifesting the SP divorce. She's also getting a very good movements, and I'm not able to make a video. I intend that I will make it soon, but I will share her success story first on the Instagram, then I'll make the video. So those of you who are not following me on the Instagram, I'm again telling you, you are missing very good stuff of manifesting. The motivation, I'm just talking about the motivation, because I don't make posts, I don't make those long paragraph, nothing. It's not my thing. I don't waste my time on these things. Okay, so if you want that, please follow on the Instagram so that you get motivated by seeing other people who are manifesting. Okay, with this I'm ending this video, and trust me guys, if he can do it, you can also do this, because he's from the automobile sector and his job start from the 8 in the morning till the 8 at the night, 12 hours of job. Still he's manifesting, and he has manifested the perfect version of his SP. I'm sorry again. If he can do it, you can also do that. He was literally in his tears, and I asked him, don't cry, why you are crying? It's going to manifest. I'm with you, you will manifest. And it happened. Okay, the next success story will also coming soon, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. It hardly take a second. Please, and follow me on the Instagram if you want that motivation, that kick. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.